blow up to make you uncomfortable whenever you can. There you go. See, boom. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Arcadium, Mr. Shotosallday.
Good
Let
to be
me
here.
shake your hand, of course.
Yeah.
Oh God, that hurt.
Oh,
So
shit.
we're gonna do a little interview. And by the way, first I want to thank you for
Oh, no problem, man.
stopping by.
Yeah, for sure.
I know you're a busy guy, and you said you can only be here for a short period of time. So we're gonna whip this up, see if we can get some games in, and then
Yeah.
after that we're
Sounds
gonna
good.
do the ST tutorial. So
Cool.
so let's go right into it.
All right.
Super Turbo.
Yeah.
What was your first experience with Super Turbo?
My first experience was online. I come from a online background, and I just started playing and
All right.
started getting more into it, and like it was a fun game. Just one thing led to another, and there's tournaments where you live, you might as well show up,
Oh shit.
and just started.
But
Yeah.
let me back up though. When you
Yeah.
say online, are you talking about HDR on consoles? Are you talking about GGPO?
GGPO and HDR.
Really?
really got
so
me
you
into
play
it,
those
yeah.
both of them like simultaneously, more or less.
Yeah. I played them
Okay.
simultaneously, and then I played on GGPO for a long time, and I only recently stopped playing because my computer got messed up. So I play a lot of games on GGPO. I mean, a lot. Like you can ask all the regulars, like DJ Frijoles, and
Okay.
all those guys know me on there. I was a regular to say the least, and
So then, how was your transition going from GGPO, which we all
Yeah.
know is very
Oh, yeah,
different, to
so it's another
offline?
thing. Like this will be like a endless debate just with character rankings. People always debate like how close or not close online and offline is like does
Right.
online count? People will have different opinions, of course. And like my opinion personally is that you can't really say otherwise. Like factually, it's different offline. Like the game is different, the version is different.
Mhm.
Regardless of lag, the version is different. Like it's an emulated version on GGPO. I think that's the main difference. So even if
Right.
we were to play that offline, it would feel really different.
So you said that the most important factor is not even the lag
Yeah.
and the timing. It's really that it's a different version.
Yeah, it's a different version, and that's you can tell with like the sprites and the hitboxes, everything's a little off.
Okay.
So, but in terms of the one thing it's good for is just getting a general idea of like your matchup strategy. That's the one thing it's good for, a general idea.
Okay.
So
So how well did you fare when you went offline and you played at the arcades? Did you
I
just
would-
pick it up right away?
I would do better in online. I probably still today I'm a better online player, just because I played a lot more matches online.
Okay.
But then the question is like, is my performance worse because I'm nervous in tournaments? Is it worse because it's offline? So
right.
it's
All those
so
factors.
there's all these factors that you could argue what happens. So
Okay. So then, but you quickly picked it up, and then because everyone, from what I've heard of you, is that you just appeared on the
Yeah.
ST scene, and all of a sudden you're just boom, you're up there, winning tournaments. So that's basically the answer to this. You started online, you've got all the fundamentals, and
Yeah.
then it was easy for you to just switch over to offline, and you just,
Yeah.
it probably took you a little while to get used to it, but after that,
the
boom.
first tournament I entered, I won that one, and that was like that's a good comparison of like online to offline. And
right.
another thing has to be said, that was also on a super gun. So I feel more comfortable because I'm used to the arcade in my lap, so I was more comfortable
Oh,
with that.
I see what you're
So
saying.
it might have been different if it was on a cabinet,
Right.
And then the tournaments after that, I didn't do as well as I did, the first one, and it just made me like
But you made a big splash, and that was all that mattered. in the
it
beginning.
made me like interested in being part of the offline scene and like playing good players and things like that.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So then, of course, the question is why Super Turbo? Why not all the other countless games? I mean, you could be playing Injustice
Yeah.
right now, for all I know.
Well, I'm a busy guy for one, so I don't have time to like learn Street Fighter 4.
Okay.
I guess if I really wanted to, I could, but at this point in my life, it's like it's the game I play, and it fits well with my schedule, and like it's fun enough for me to keep playing it. That's a simple answer.
Okay, so it wasn't like a nostalgic thing per se. Where in the
Oh,
90s
no.
Like, did you ever play it in the arcades or on the Super Nintendo?
I
or
was
anything
probably like
that?
every other kid who like touched it as a kid, but I never played it,
Like seriously.
Yeah, to the point where I probably couldn't. I don't think I could fireball. It's like when it was in the 90s.
Oh, wow.
It took me to.
Was
My
there-
first fireball was definitely in the 2000 later.
Oh
I can
wow.
safely say that.
All right, so we got one more.
Yeah.
So you're a new school player.
Oh,
Not
I mean,
like us.
compared to this guy right here, like, yeah,
Right.
of course.
That's impressive though. That you came in and you picked it up so quickly and.
Oh, but I've also had experience like playing against like Afro and I would play a lot on GGPO.
So you had that very high level
Of practice.
of
though.
practice,
It's not like I just didn't play good players and like and even DGV, like for example, The first tournament I was in, it was me versus GGV in the finals.
Okay.
And I just played a long set with him on GGPO the night before. And
so you
I
guys
applied the
had
exact
that-
same. I applied the exact same tactic. So it's even though I only played online, it's like I come from somewhere. I feel like and
That is awesome.
yeah. So it's
I like that you said that you played the night before versus the same guy, DGV or
Exactly, yeah.
Dark Gaiden.
we played like 100 games too. It's
Right.
like it's funny, man.
So you guys had that. You guys knew each other's game style at that point.
and not only that, but it really did turn out like I saw a lot of similarities from the our online set. So
Right, and that
it's good it's good for getting a feel of your opponent.
Right.
And I
So
had a lot of experience.
You took
in
that online experience and you
Exactly.
applied it to the offline experience.
Yeah, and another example is
Good.
DJ Frijoles is a another player, Hawk player. He
Right.
plays on GGPO a lot,
Badass.
and he's really good. And I played him so much, and I applied those same tactics to Dangerous Paper Cut offline. So
Oh, so that helped you
Yeah, it
playing
definitely
Freeholes
helps.
helped you
Exactly.
against Paper Cut.
yeah.
Nice.
And and there was this DJ named Hazi, and I don't play on him anymore, but when I was he helped me.
He's a Japanese player.
He's a Japanese DJ player, really good, and he'll prepare you for Afro if you play someone like him. So
and he's
there's-
online a lot.
There's always good enough players who can prepare you for your opponent you might face offline. So
Very cool.
that's why I think it's good to play online for that reason.
Well, I'm glad that you said that because there's that debate online, offline. Some people say forget about online. Some people say no, and I'm glad that you came with that opinion because that's valuable.
Papasi is like seen me in real life and he doesn't even know it's me. He says,
So moving on. So you pretty much answered the question. Other fighting games?
Yeah.
No, you're a busy guy. This is your game. You love.
I
this
played
game.
Killer Instinct as a kid, but I don't play that anymore. So yeah,
Good
pretty
music
much,
in that game.
I play Hyper Fighter too. I'm a loyal. If there was more Hyper Fighter tournaments, I'd enter it in a heartbeat because in my opinion, it's like the best. It's even more fun than ST. But
Really?
yeah, in my opinion. But yeah.
Okay, so we got one more person for Hyper Fighter.
Yeah.
We got to keep track of this. Let's see what we got here. You're obviously going to Evo this
Yeah,
year.
going to Evo, and it's gonna be a fun time. I mean, aside from that, it's Vegas. They have like the best clubs, best.
So you're not just going.
Oh
for-
no! I mean, absolutely not. I mean, come on now. The club's like close to 5 a.m. And it's like you can just drink on the street. Are you kidding me?
So you're just.
Why
gonna-
would I go?
You're
just
just
for the
gonna
tournament?
drink. You're gonna
I'm
party.
not gonna be
you're
like,
gonna
yeah,
show
I mean,
up, do the tournament,
I definitely
win,
won't-
and then just go back to.
I
drinking
definitely
and
won't be
partying.
the guy if there is a guy who'll be like, okay, this is serious. I'm in Evo right now. Like, I can't drink. I can't party. I have to get a good night's rest for the tournament because it's important.
So you and
I
Paper
can't-
Cut will probably be partying it up then.
We'd probably be so messed up that we would probably do poorly in the tournament because we'll be inebriated or something like that.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
So it's fair warning to people. Yeah.
All right. So we're talking earlier about.
It's good advice, Kuropi.
Kropi says in chat room, save the celebration party until after the tournament. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
So we were talking earlier about why you feel Super Turbo is still relevant. It's such an old game.
I mean, it's relevant in the sense that people obviously played today. There's, the Super Turbo, the guy he uploads like new videos of Japanese pros like playing.
Are you talking about the GameSpot?
Yeah,
videos?
GameSpots. Yeah, or like
Okay.
So people literally, it's like it is alive. And if you ask me why I think it is, it's because of the replay value. There's so many. I really think that it's because it's a game that's like heavy on execution, and I think that when people lose, I really think that they feel in their hearts that like they could have done something differently to win the match, and that keeps driving people back to like keep playing. I feel like because it's people always find flaws in their matches and they always want to improve upon it, and it's and like such a small improvement can make such a big difference in a game like this.
Yeah, and
that keeps
like
people
you said, you could play 100 games, and
Exactly.
you don't get tired of it. A lot
Exactly,
of other games, you just get bored.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what it is about it, but you see the same things over and over again. You see like the same 3-hit combos, the same, but it's still exciting to this day. And like,
And then you're saying there was the element of luck that also makes it.
yeah, there is an element of luck, combined with skill. I feel in this game, and like all you can do in ST is control like what's in your court. So because like it's such a volatile game, you want to do everything you can to like make yourself the best player, and that obviously keeps people hungry and like wanting to improve.
Right.
On various parts of the game. So
And like you're saying, like in the, for example, Ryu's going up against Ryu's in that beginning, you can start off the game in so many different ways, and that can completely change everything to the point where we're two really good players. You really have to keep playing to really know who's better.
Yeah, exactly.
Tournament of Legends. You were not part of it.
No, I was out of town for that. But I heard it was a great tournament. I saw it, and It was a great tournament. Yeah, there's nothing more to say. It was a huge success.
I still thought it was in 2010, and then Karopi had to correct me. He's like, no. I'm like, sorry, Karopi. Next time. I think that's about it. I mean, we can talk about the ranking chart that just came out at strevival.com if you want to. Are you part of that ranking chart?
Yeah, I think I ranked Oken, Oryu, and Osagat. So you can see the rankings.
Are those
the rankings?
Well, you are Shotos all day, so that obviously those are your mains.
Yeah.
Okay,
so yeah, Corpy asked me to give rankings for those, and
a lot of hard work went into that.
Oh, a lot of hard. He did a wonderful job. I mean, the chart looks great, and the players he asked, it's like pretty thorough. You know, he asked the top Japanese players and the top U.S. players, and it's just a great overall effort by Karopi. You know, he's a man.
Are we watching one of your matches right now, by the way?
I guess so. I mean,
Shotos all day, Old Saget versus Alex Valle. El Trouble, where's this from? Oh, this is Wednesday Night Fights. Oh, very cool, very cool. Well, I want to thank you for coming in. I know you don't have a lot of time, so I want to thank you again for coming in and answering questions. And if anyone in the chat room has any relevant questions, do bring them up. But if not, all right. Nice. So we'll just end it here.
All right. And character tutorial or what?
We're going to do character tutorial.
Cool.
We're going to take a quick break. And then El Trouble's going to come in. And can you stay a little bit for the character?
Oh, yeah. I definitely want to stay for this.
Very cool. So thank you again. Remember to visit strevival.com for anything ST. We love you, Karopi. And I know that this interview will most likely be posted there at some point as well. So, again, thank you for coming in.
And, no problem, man.
And hanging out.
Cool place
Until
you got
next time. All right. All right. Very cool. So, go offline.